Now that you understand the desk and the workspaces, let me show you two powerful navigation tools inside ERPNext. And these are number one, the menus, and number two, the global search. Let's dive in. We are going to go back into our selling module here. And if, for example, I open sales order, this is just an example because I have one sales order created. You will notice that up here, there is these three dots. And when you hover over it, there is a tooltip or like kind of a pop-up. That is what we call a tooltip that has three dots. If you click on it, you're going to see the menu. So the menu here has close, it has reopen, it has import. If you want to import data, so this is the tool you're going to use to import data. You're going to look at the details later in the course. You have things like user permissions, you have role permission manager, you have customize, and then you have toggle and list settings. So we are also going to look at the list settings in detail later in this video. But I wanted to introduce you to that. There is another thing that you're going to notice here. You also have what we call the list view. So what you are seeing here by default is the list view. But again, when you look at that, you notice that there is also report view, there is the dashboard view, there is the Gantt view, there is the Kanban view, and there is also the calendar view. Again, each of those views, we are going to look at them later in this training course. And then the other thing that I promised you that we are going to discuss is what I called, let me check what I called it, the global search. What is the global search? The global search is this small input that you see here. Some of us like to call it the awesome search. Don't be deceived by its size. You can literally search for anything within this small search input here. For example, assuming that I am at the home page and I wanted to go to the sales orders, I just need to come here and type sales order. Just start typing and you're going to see a number of suggestions. There is the list, there is the sales order report, there is the new sales order if you want to create a new sales order, and so on and so forth. So if you notice, it's like these are some of the views that we had when you are looking at the sales order. There is a list and there is the report. If I click on this, the first one, sales order list, it takes me to the list of the sales orders. So that's how fast that is. If I type customer here, I don't even have to type the whole of it. I just need to start typing it and it is start going to immediately filter for me the things that are matching what I am typing. So for example, now I just typed here CUSTOM, and now here I have the customer list, I have the customer report, and then I have, of course, the new customer link there. If I click on the customer list, it takes me to the list of customers. I have one at the moment, and of course, being in the list, you notice that I can also go ahead and add my new customer. We discussed that in the previous video. So these are the two major things that you are going to need to use every day. You need to train yourself to use this. So search for anything here, like the sales invoice, for example. That's going to take you to the sales invoice. If you want to see quotation, just start typing quotation and it takes you to the quotations. So this is powerful. And then when you are inside quotations, you are going to see, let me go back to the sales order. I show you something here, sales order. And when you're in the sales order, you're going to see much more here, including bulk actions. For example, if I had even 1,000 sales orders here, I can select all of them by clicking on this first checkbox, and then here I have bulk actions like delete, cancel, submit, print, and others. So with the menus and the global search, navigation within ERPNext obviously becomes very fast and very efficient. In the next lessons, we will start exploring documents, workflows, and how ERPNext stores your business data.